I want everyone to start off by thinking back to what it was like back when you were 16 years of age. Bright-eyed, determined, motivated, your whole career out in front of you, your life in front of you, energized, excited. I'm sure we were all there at some stage in our lives. And for me, my journey starts about 10 years ago. And there I was, standing outside of the gates of my new school, 16 years of age, motivated, determined, bright-eyed. And for me, my dream was that I wanted to be a doctor. I knew what I wanted to do in life, but that's just about all I knew. I didn't know how to go about doing it. I didn't know what was involved with the process. I was lost at sea, and I didn't know how to take that dream and turn it into reality. What I needed was a mentor or a guide or someone to help me through the process. So I went into school on my first day. I networked with some of my teachers, and sure enough, they told me that there was someone who could help me. There was a careers advisor, and apparently this careers advisor had been around for years, helping generations after generations of students like me make it into medical school. They knew the process like the back of their hands. So I thought, great, brilliant, this is the perfect person that can mentor me, that can guide me through this process. So what did I do? The next day, I went down to their office, and sure enough, there they were, typing away on their laptop. And so I went up to the door. I knocked on the door, went inside, shut the door behind me, and I walked up to them, and I said, "Hi, my name is Muntaha. I'm one of the new students here. I'm really excited and passionate about getting into medical school. And I was wondering if you could help give me an idea on what I need to be working on, what I need to be doing, any help or advice. I'd be really appreciative." Silence. That's what followed. For about the next 20 seconds, it felt more like 20 minutes, but I think it was probably about 20 seconds of silence. And finally, they looked up, they looked me up and down, and they said two words which have stuck with me for the rest of my life. Don't bother. Don't bother. Can you imagine how shattered I was in that moment? So I just stood there, dumbfounded. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't really know what was going on. I was hoping that if I just stand there, maybe he'd look up again and then he'd tell me, some actual advice and things that I needed to know. But as the seconds went by, it soon came to my realization that wasn't going to happen. So I turned around, I walked back to the door. I remember my hand was on the doorknob when he called me back and he said, "Here, look, come back, come back." I really wish I didn't go back. I sat down and he said, "Look, the reason I said don't bother is because even our stellar candidates apply every year and may get rejected. So frankly, I don't think you have a cat in hell's chance of applying, so don't bother." He then spent the next 20 minutes berating me for my decision to want to apply to medical school and to become a doctor. He spent 20 minutes telling me every reason not to apply. It's too hard, it's too difficult, it's too competitive. Distill your dreams down a bit, distill your ambitions, go for something else, do something else, something easier, something less competitive. I remember I went home that day, and at nighttime I just lied down in bed staring at the ceiling. Thoughts were just swirling through my head. I felt like my life was at a fork in the road. On the one hand, this, like I say, was a guy who had so much experience. He knew all about what it's like to apply to medical school. He'd overseen generations after generations of students who had come and gone. So surely if anyone should be able to determine who can make it and who can't, it would be him. And it's also true that it was a competitive process. And I'm sure it's similar here in the US, but in the UK, it's one of the most difficult degrees to get into. Far more people apply than those that make it in. But on the other hand, I also thought to myself, well, if it is true that only stellar candidates make it into medical school, well, why couldn't that be me? I didn't understand. If I work hard, I put the effort in. What do these people have that I don't have? Why can't I be one of those stellar candidates? And I also thought to myself, at the end of the day, this is my life, and I'm the one that's going to have to live with the consequences of this. So why settle for less when I can work hard for more? And so I decided in the end to trust my gut and to follow my heart, and I did apply for medical school. And in that moment, it taught me one of my most important life lessons, which I wanted to share with you all today. It's not up to others to tell you what you can and can't do. It's only up to you to show them what you can do. In other words, if you want to do something and you genuinely believe that you have all of the abilities, the qualities, and the insight to make it, don't listen to people who do nothing more than put doubt into your mind. And so I did apply to medical school. I trusted my gut and I followed my heart. I spent day and night preparing, doing interview prep after interview prep, entrance exam after entrance exam. I went out and I did work experience after work experience. And sure enough, in the end, I got the grades and I gained admission to Imperial College London, ranked the second best university in the world, one of the most prestigious medical schools globally. I spent the next 7 years of my life being able to accomplish so many opportunities that I didn't even know existed back when I was applying. I got to learn new skills and harness and upskill my abilities. I got to be president of our students' union, representing over 17,000 students across both the medical school and also the wider university on some of the highest boards, helping to make change for students both locally and even nationally. I got to do an additional research bachelor's alongside my main medical degree, and as part of this I had my own research output that I could publish into journals and then present at both national and international conferences, contributing to scientific literature. And far more important than all of this, I made lifelong friends and memories that would last me a lifetime. And more recently, in the last year, I graduated amongst the top of my cohort with a distinction star, thank you, with a distinction star across subjects and a first-class honours in my bachelor's degree. For the last year, I've been working as a resident doctor in the United Kingdom, living out my dream, where every day I get to feel like I'm having a profound impact onto real people's lives, helping to change them. It's a job that I love, it's a job that I find fulfilling, and it's a life that I enjoy. So why am I telling you all of this? The reason I'm telling you all of this is because if all of those years ago, I had listened to the people that told me, oh, it's too hard, it's too difficult, you'll never make it, don't bother, I wouldn't have been able to accomplish everything that I have done, and I certainly wouldn't be here today. You may say that, well, maybe my life would have gone into another direction. I would have been off doing other equally amazing things, but it wouldn't be my life, and it wouldn't be this. So the sad truth is, in life, sometimes the people that you need to believe in you, when you need them to believe in you, won't believe in you. And so it's in that moment that you should be the one to tell them, don't bother. Because there is no better feeling in this world when people doubt you, when people say that you can't do something, when people basically say you can't do something, to be able to stand up anyway, to be able to move mountains, overcome hurdles, and to one day be able to look those people in the eye that once doubted you and to be able to say to them, doubt me now then, doubt me now then. So to end on, I want to leave you with this one message. You know yourself better than anybody. You know your ability, so don't listen to people that don't know you. Never doubt yourself. No ifs, no buts, no maybes, just clear clarity. So whether it's applying to university, whether it's going for that new job, whether it's making that decision in life that's going to have a profound and tangible impact, take the risk. Take the risk, work hard, never stop believing, and never stop bothering yourself until you succeed. Thank you very much for listening. I've been Muntaha Naeem. You've been a great audience.